Okay, so once again, guys, um, we finished up week 3, and now we are finally at the point where we are completing our trial balance. So again, starting from our ledger, so that's the only thing that we need is just our ledger and our financial forms. Um, so we're going to start with every single account that exists that has an account balance. So let's go ahead and get started. And here we have the worksheet. So let's go ahead and get started. So what's the first account that has an account balance? Checking. Okay, let's see what account balance it has right now. What account balance does it have right now?
3005.65.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's see. Do we have a petty cash?
Yes, 500.
Right. Do we have a cash in register?
Yes.
Yes, for 310. Right. Next is going to be an accounts receivable. Do we have an accounts receivable?
Yes.
Yes. So here we're having a lot of accounts. Oh, I'm gonna put this in. For what? How much?
652.23.
652.23. Oh, 652.23. Okay. Good. All right. Always we haven't gotten to the allowance or duffel accounts yet, so we could skip forward. Do we have business supplies?
No.
Not yet. I mean, we do, but it's broken down to other stuff. So here we have the first one is medium coffee cups.
Yes,
Okay, medium coffee cups for how much?
162.38.
Okay. What about large coffee cups?
Yes.
For how much?
24356.
24356. All right. What about sugar?
Yes.
For 2160. What about creamer?
Yep.
48.99. What about office supplies?
Yes,
Yes, we do.
150.
For 150.
150.
Okay, and inventory. So regular coffee and supreme coffee. So let's see what our account balance is in regular coffee. How much do we have in regular coffee?
16578.
16578. What about supreme coffee?
201.99.
201.99. Do we have any coffee mugs? not yet.
No, not in our inventory.
Okay, what about furniture?
Yes.
Okay, what's our account balance in furniture?
Zero.
It's
Zero.
zero.
We
So,
sold it. Yep.
yep, so we can skip that one. Okay, what about bistro tables?
Yes.
Okay, so we have bistro tables and chairs. We should also have a desk set, display shelves, and oh, I forgot one, counter. Counter, desk set, display shelves. Okay, so let's start with the bistro tables. How much is my amount in the bistro tables?
660508.
660508. What about my counter?
119322.
What about my desk set here?
658.
658.37. And my display shelves?
57708.
57708. Okay. And then what about my office equipment? So we have computer. We have a printer. We have a cash register. Okay, so first one, computer.
183484.
Excuse me. Alright, what about my printer?
37887.
Excuse me. And then what about my, thank you. What about my cash register?
64949.
Okay. Alright. So scrolling down, what do we see next? Do we have any equipment?
No.
Yes. Not in that account, but
Coffee brewer.
we have a coffee brewer. And we have a coffee grinder, right? Finally. So how much is my coffee brewer for both of them?
452795.
There you go. And then my coffee grinder.
415807.
415807. What about vehicles? Yes, we have a truck. How much is my truck for?
320890.
320890. Okay. Next we have prepaid accounts. How much is under my prepaid accounts?
665417.
665417. Okay. What about my deposits?
17.
What about my goodwill?
Yep, 2100.
And then lastly, what about my miscellaneous suspense?
No.
Nothing. Good.
We cleared it.
Yep, we cleared it out. Good. All right. Now that we finish our assets, next is liabilities. Start with the first one. We have accounts payable. Okay, so let me type in accounts payable. Okay, accounts payable. How much do we have here? What's our account balance? Oh, let me move it over. $13,529.10. Make sure I'm in the right column. 13,529.10. Okay. What else do we have here? We have a Visa payable.
81153.
Sorry, give me 1 second. So we have a Visa payable. For 8/11/53.
Mm-hmm.
Next is okay. We haven't. So again, we haven't done payroll yet. So all of this I can skip over. Okay. So now that we have that, do we have utilities? No, we don't. So next is unearned revenue. No, we don't. Sales tax payable. Do we have a sales tax payable?
Yes.
Yes. For how much?
$326.86.
326.86. Yes. All right. So here loans, right? We only have one loan, which is our truck loan. How much is our truck loan outstanding for?
292,180.
Good. All right. Now that we finished that one, let's see what about our equity accounts. So here I have equity, right? Owner's equity. For how much?
30,000.
30,000. And then we have owner's withdrawal.
1,500.
Okay. Okay, no income summary. All right, now we have to go through every single revenue that we have here. So let's start from the top at sales. Do we have any sales?
Yes.
None of the main account. but
not.
yeah.
Mhm. Yes, so we have it breaking down. We have it in the general down here. So let's go ahead and go through each one. So first one we have here is sales regular coffee. So we have a sales regular coffee. We have sales supreme coffee. We have sales
Coffee mugs?
ceramic coffee mugs. Let's just do those for now. So again, once again, how many sales do I have in my regular coffee?
246.75.
246.75. 246.75. What about my supreme coffee?
259.35.
259.35. What about my coffee mugs?
466.19.
Okay. So now we also have sales medium regular coffee. We have sales large regular coffee. We also have sales medium supreme coffee. We also have sales large supreme coffee. Okay, so let's go ahead and go through each one. So what is my medium regular coffee sales?
839.78.
839.78. Gosh, where did I put it? Okay, good. What about my large regular coffee?
1270.75.
Okay. What about my medium supreme coffee?
1093.11.
And then my large supreme.
1532.11.
32.11. Okay. Keeps going down. Now we have sales returns and allowances.
For 1996.
Sales returns and allowances for sales returns and allowances is a debit for 1996. Okay. And then what about sales discount?
990.48.
99048. Okay, on the debit side, right? They're contra accounts. Then we have delivery income, and I believe that's just an interest income. So, what do we have in our delivery income?
20.
90. So that's all of our sales. Whew. Now we could go to our cost of goods sold, right? We should only have two things, right? Cost of goods sold regular coffee, cost of goods sold supreme coffee. So my cost of goods sold for regular coffee is
236.47.
$236.47, and then my supreme coffee
251.51.
251. Oh shoot, 251.51. Okay. Then we have our expenses. Okay, so let's start from the top. Do we have advertising expense?
Yes. 185.
185. What about my bank fees? Nothing there. Business expenses?
1,000.
Okay. Anything in my freight expense?
Yes. 200.
Okay. What about my insurance expense?
Yes.
How much?
195.83.
195.83. Okay. What about my labor expense? So it's broken down into two. We have subcontractor expense, and we have a temporary labor expense. Okay, so let's look at the first one. How much was my subcontractor expense?
1890.
1890. And my temporary labor expense?
It's 252.
252. Okay. Do we have a license and permit expense?
375.
Okay, license and permit expense for 375. Okay, and then do we have a loss on sale of loss
Yes.
on disposal of asset? Yes. For 2,000. Do we have office supplies expense? Not yet. We haven't made our adjustments yet, so that's what we're gonna hold on to. What about payroll expenses? We haven't done payroll yet, so we can ignore salaries payable, commissions payable, pay tax expense or liability, or sorry, pay tax expenses. What about purchase expense?
Yes.
Purchase expense, how much is in there?
392.80.
392.80. Okay. What about our purchase returns and allowances?
Yes.
For
984.
$9.84. Do we have any purchase discounts?
No.
No. What about rent expense?
Yes.
For 1,500. Okay. Once again, we don't have any travel expenses, utilities, bad debt, depreciation, or amortization expense. All right, so now that we completed our um, trial balance, let's go ahead and add up our columns here. So we're going to do equals sum. So I get a total of 79,727. Let's see what's that on the other side. Okay, I'm off. I'm off by $3.
Check the paid expense.
Freight expense.
Yeah.
Freight expense 200.
200.
I must have typed something here. Insurance expense. Oh, I think insurance expense is 195. What is it? 195.
195.83.
83. Okay, so okay, there you go. I found my $3. So right there. So I should be even on both sides. Yes, I got 97.27 on both sides. So yay, I did my accounting correct. All right. So now that I have this, I'm ensured that I'm able to go ahead and move forth and continue on because I did my accounting correct. Right? I fat fingered one of the numbers here, so we found it. Okay, so yay! Now that we completed our trial balance for week 3, we can now move on to week 4. All right, so once again, there's a lot that we will be looking forward in week 4. Okay, so let me go ahead and